Alright, we're going to try this again tonight. That light's going to bug the snot out of me. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that light unless I just do this the whole time. I don't know. Doggone it. I hate it, but oh, that's in the shot. We'll try to get started here in about a minute or two.
Call Street Road, Apartment 3. Truck 8. Difficulty breathing. 5314. Call Street Road, Apartment 3.
I had to start it a little earlier. It was a really pretty sunset, clouds across the sky, and I just didn't make it in time. But we're going to give it a shot for the Metro Richmond Aries net on the MRA, the Metropolitan Richmond Authority, right? Association. It's the VHF repeater, and tonight we're going to use the RadioShack HTX202. Hopefully, I got a spare in case this battery's dead. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, but I always carry a spare. Tonight's spare is the realistic version of the same radio, but just in case, I'm ready. I'm sorry for the spotlight in the background. I'm trying to keep it out of the shot. I didn't really plan this very well, but as we go along, probably over the next month, we'll try to make these things happen. I was trying to relax. And, I don't know. I may have to sit back during the net because this ain't going to work. But we're going to give it a shot. I've got straight up 1900 right now. I don't know who net control is or where net control is. I don't know what the subject is again. But I guess we're going to find out as usual. I don't think we have any railroad traffic in the area. I think all the helicopters are done. You can see the helipad right over here on the main hospital. And right back over here in the dark is probably the helipad for the children's hospital. And then way over there in the I lot in front of the parking deck, I think it's across the interstate. It's west side of the interstate, across one of those streets over there behind the hospital. Helipad's on the ground in front of the parking deck. It's kind of cool.
Calling the Richmond Metro Aries net.
It's Jim.
Calling the Richmond Metro Aries net. This is Whiskey 4 Papa Kilo Romeo, W4 PKR. My name is Jim, Juliet India Mike, and I will be the net control operator for tonight. I hope you all forgive me. I don't have the script. I cleaned up my desk, and I have no idea what I did with it, so I'm just going to
You're responsible.
go from my experience. Okay. This is a controlled net. That means that all check-ins, all participants go through net control. And so just, I will be calling out first mobiles and portables. Also, any check-ins with traffic, please say traffic if you do have traffic. And then I'll go to ARIES and MCOM officials. I don't have a subject for the night since I've been scrambling around looking for the, that will be the topic of the night is how organized are you at your ham radio desk? I think that's a good topic. We'll go with that. I'm going to let it drop.
Organized enough. We have.
Once again, this is Whiskey 4 Papa Kilo Romeo with the Metro Richmond Aries net. I'm going to start with mobiles and portables. Please give me your call sign phonetically and slowly. And when I say slowly, I mean like this. W4PKR. That's because I'm a slow guy, and I really appreciate that. So, all mobiles and portables, please call now. This is W4PKR Net Control.
Whoops. Net control, this is. I'm the first one. William, Kilo 4, Alpha, Romeo, X-ray.
Yes.
Good night.
Kilo 4. Oscar, Whiskey, Uniform. Mike, Glen Allen, in and out.
That's our park.
Kilo, November 4. Delta, Delta Alpha. John, King William County, in and out. This is
You're portable?
Kilo Oscar for Kilo Alpha Delta, Randy in Western Henrico. Hold, please. So, please give me a signal report, and I'll try to remember to do the same for you. Right now, on my end, everyone's coming in with a little bit of noise, but very readable. So far, I have K4ARX, K4 Oscar William Uniform, Mike, in and out, KN4 DA, John, in and out, KO4 KAD, Randy, Western Henrico. Any more mobiles or portables that wish to check in to the Metro Richmond AresNet, please call now.
Got the wife's radio, just in case. Right on top of the camera.
Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to go with the two portables because they may walk out of range or something like that. So let's go with K4ARX, William in Chaparral. And how organized is your check?
Net control, W4PKR from K4ARX. You are loud and clear to the repeater. Absolutely no problems hearing you at all. And I am portable but stationary, so I'm not walking around. I'm seated right out here on the patio, participating in the net. And it's a fine night to be outside, out here in the open, where all the noise is, but it's really nice and cool. Besides that, the Radio Shack is relatively organized enough where I can move around, get things done. Everything is readily available and accessible. I try not to tangle things up in the power wires, the coax, the microphone cords, those things. That way I can just pick up a microphone for the appropriate radio and use it when it's necessary. So I try to keep stuff situated where I'm not knocking things off the desk and into the floor. So it's readily available for visitors if necessary, is what I'm trying to say. Anybody can come in and use your radio. Back to you, K4ARX.
Okay, roger that. And it's too bad we can't monitor the police anymore because Halloween is always a fun night for monitoring. I hear your scanners in the background. Okay, thanks for joining us. Let's move on to my friend Randy, KO4KAD, my neighbor in Western Henrico. How do you copy net control? And how organized are you at home as far as
so you can get that
radio
spotlight out of the camera?
W4 PKR, K4 KAD, good evening, Jim. I've got you loud and clear, no problems, and I have to agree with William. It's a beautiful night. I am sitting out with an HT on my front porch. Just had a doe walking across the yard. And the radio spectrum now, but anyways, I'm fairly organized. I was inside few minutes ago, I pulled up the script on one of my laptops pretty quickly because I had heard another repeater ID and say it was 7, and I did. Of course, that was when it was a little early, but I thought, oh shoot, maybe Jim forgot, and I was able to pull up the script pretty quick. So yeah, my radio stuff is fairly organized. Keep HTs over on one table, and then my HF radio is over to the right with its own power supply, and my mobile radios are over to the left, and all the mics have hangers and so forth. So yeah, it's pretty good shape. Thank you for picking up the net tonight, but I was prepared to do it if need be. But again, I thank you. You always do a great job. And we will say 73 from K4KAD.
Somebody's about to
Okay, Randy, you've got a good signal coming in here as well. And I imagined you were pretty organized. Let's go to all other check-ins at this time. Once again, please give me your call sign phonetically and slowly. Also, let's practice the habit of saying this is and letting the mic drop, waiting a second, and then giving your call sign. So to make sure you're not doubling someone. So let's go to all other check-ins now. This is W4PKR Net Control.
This is
very good.
November 3, Mike, Juliet, Charlie, name Mike, Borough of Hanover, Borough of Mechanicsville, County of Hanover, Commonwealth of Virginia, TFQ. No traffic. Good evening, Net Control.
So is your name Mike or is your name Earl?
Is
Confused.
Whiskey 4 Zulu Alpha Kilo. John in North Richmond. I'll be in and out because I'm beating goblins and ghosts. I'm there with you.
What?
This is
Knocking down right in the junction.
Kilo Oscar 4 Uniform Oscar Romeo Scott.
Sandy Beach. Crossing the train division.
Copy, they should be arriving shortly.
This is. W4 RTH5 be in and out.
Roger's out of the water.
There's a Kyoko cat over there.
Kilo Quebec 4 Mike Echo Foxtrot Mark.
Equipment defect detector. Milepost 3.0. Track 2.
Please.
No defects. No defects.
Okay, I have November 3, Mike, Juliet, Charlie in Hanover, W4ZAK John in North Richmond, in and out, KO4UOR, my friend Scott in Western Henrico, W4RTH Bob in and out, and KQ4MEF Mark. Anyone else wish to check in to the Metro Richmond Aries Net? This is W4PKR Net Control. Please call now.
Is November 2 Juliet Delta Hotel Andre Henrico, and I'll be in and out. Back to Net Control.
bit of air traffic tonight.
Any others that wish to check in, please call now to Net Control. This is the Metro Richmond Aries Net.
Here, kitty, kitty. No dice. Smart cat.
Hey, nothing heard. Let's go to N3MJC Mike in Hanover. Are you an organized ham at home or what?
We're checking the area right now. Unable to locate the vehicles. Do you have any additional? Good evening, Net Control. This is November 3, Mike, Juliet, Charlie. 2 points of interest. Be aware, be advised that the one call that you received was Kilo 4 Oscar, Kilo 4 Oscar Sierra Uniform K4 OSU Mike in and out. And I'm actually in Mechanicsville, County of Hanover, Mechanicsville. Yeah, I would say I'm pretty organized. Being that the eyes don't work too well, I have the script in Braille, which I brailled up, and I can read while holding the microphone. So other than that, the harmonic, the youngest harmonic is out handing out candy in his cowboy uniform for Halloween. Hi. So, sorry I couldn't help you with the marathon there. Jim, keep me in the loop, and I will, if there's another event, I can be available. I've done it before back in New Jersey. Other than that, I think, as I said, by the way, DFQ to you. So with that, I'll turn it back to Net Control. Thank you for your time and consideration. And 73. W4 PKR 3MJC.
Okay, thank you for that, Mike. Was the other Mike in the in and out? Is that KK4 Oscar Sierra Uniform? Was that correct?
Affirmative.
Okay, that comes up with someone in Louisville, Kentucky named Joseph, so I'm not sure now what his call sign. Mike in Glen Allen, are you still with us?
Richmond, that was 1915 hours.
Yes, Mike. Kilo 4 Oscar Whiskey Uniform.
That Kilo 4 Oscar Whiskey Uniform. Okay, I was almost right. I was missing the second K. Okay, Mike, thanks. Let's go now to, let's see, who's not in and out here? Scott, KO4UOR, thanks for sending me the script. And are you an organized ham at your Radio Shack?
Gosh, these lights out here are so bright.
I'm going to say yes. I think I'm more organized with my mobile equipment. I keep my ham sticks wrapped in a blanket in the back of my vehicle, and a 5-inch mag mount with a 16-foot cable for Parks on the Air activations, and portable HF radio is in a backpack with everything that I need with it. And my base station is pretty simple, just the Yaesu FT991A, and it's on my desk along with my computer monitors. So, yeah, mine's pretty easy to keep organized. But thanks for running the net. I read you loud and clear. I'm handing out candy in the front yard, so I will say 73 for now. KO4UOR, back to Net Control.
Scott, are you creeping on the kids with candy? You got a van in the yard?
Thank you, Randy. And I know last week the question was asked, not Randy, Scott, sorry about that, people doing things for Halloween, or was that the rat's net? I don't remember anymore. Anyway, every year I buy a bag of mixed candy, like Hershey's or something, knowing that no children ever come to this apartment door. In 10 years, it's never happened. So what happens? I end up eating the candy. Once in a couple of years, I've brought the unopened bag to the building management office. But I'm greedy when it comes to my chocolate. So anyway, thanks, Scott, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's see, W4RTH was in and out. KQ4 MEF, Mark, good evening, and what are you doing tonight? And are you organized at your Radio Shack?
I thought surely that train would be here by now, but I guess they're at the station.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. KQ4 MEF. Am I organized? Somewhat, I'll say. Similar to Scott, I have work computers and monitors and home computers and monitors and radios, all on a desk that's about 24 inches by 36 inches. So it's as organized as it can get. As far as signal and all, I'm out in northern Henrico, Oakland Island. You are loud and clear out here. And as far as trick-or-treaters, we're in a small neighborhood that had a lot of kids when my kids grew up, and everybody's moved out, so
Here they come.
not a whole lot. Get 2 or 3,
Amtrak is leaving the station.
and that's about it. We try to limit the candy that we bring in, so we don't have to dispose of by eating it. So anyway, Jim, thanks for running the net. Have a good evening. Hope everybody else on the net has a good evening also. This is KQ4 MEF, back to net control.
That poor car is so damaged.
All righty, Mark, thanks for checking in, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Let's see. Oh, Andre N2JDM was a in and out. So actually, I think we had more in and outs tonight than not. Interestingly. Okay. Would anyone else like to check in to the Metro Richmond Aries net? This is Whiskey 4 Papa Kilo Romeo. Please call me.
News. 4 Zulu Alpha Kilo, recheck.
Go ahead, John.
How you doing, Jim? How you doing, everyone on the net? I have a very neat ham station. It's kind of integrated into my kitchen. If you don't look, you won't see it. Everything's connected to my laptop. I have the same thing in the basement, a nice ham station. In case the storm's coming, I have to do a Skywarn thing. And I also have a VHF UHF in the radio, in the car. Sorry. So everything's well integrated. Over.
Okay, roger that. Yes, actually, I've been in your shack now that you mention it. I think it was just before last year's marathon. So yes, it's very impressive. And you have a nice little antenna farm too, as I recall. Thanks for checking in, John. Would anyone else like to check into the Metro Richmond Aries net? Please call now.
Amtrak is late.
Crossing clear, Brown Street.
Okay, nothing heard. Altogether, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 check-ins. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. And I'm going to read the script now that Scott sent me. Also, let's see. On Monday nights, the Goochland County MCOM net meets at 2000 hours on the 147.270 repeater, with positive offset, and a PL tone of 203.5. On Tuesday nights, the Dinwiddie County Aries net meets at 1900 hours on the 147.390 repeater, with positive offset, and a PL of 74.4. Stand by, I gotta take a drink of water here. Okay, once again, this is W4PKR net control for the Richmond Aries net, and this is about other MCOM nets in the Richmond area. Let's see, the Chesterfield Aries net meets also on Tuesday nights at 2100 hours and is called by David KN4LQN on 147.360 with a positive offset, and it does not require a tone. It is CSQ without a tone. Again on Tuesday, that's Tuesdays. Chesterfield County Aries has a WinLink net. For more information about that, go to chesterfieldaries.us.
Engine 14.
Chesterfield Aries,
Difficulty
all
breathing.
one word.
2929.
On Wednesday, all day long, you can check into the WinLink Wednesday
Difficulty
net
breathing.
by sending a WinLink message to David,
Northumberland Avenue. Cross Street, Sherwood Avenue, and West Brooklyn Park Boulevard. On Channel 3.
at winlink.org.
Time out.
And
1923.
they prefer that you send all of your email via by radio frequency only.
Engine 20.
So just keep that in mind.
5,000
Let's
blocks
see,
of
let's drop
California
for a
Road. Engine 20. Trash. Fire. 5,000
Okay, going
blocks
on
of
to Wednesday
California
night
Road.
at 2000 hours.
Westover Hills
Tri-Cities
Boulevard, Primrose
MCOM
Road.
meets on the 147.390 repeater.
Time out.
Positive offset
1923.
PL of 74.4 hertz. Okay, I'll make one last call for anyone interested in checking in tonight's Metro Richmond Aries net.
Engine 12.
W4PKR net.
And Battalion 1. Fire alarm. 2800 3rd Avenue at 5th Street Baptist Church. Engine 15.
Nothing
Engine
heard.
12.
I'd like to thank
and Battalion 1.
the KG4 MRA
2800
repeater
3rd
group
Avenue
for
at 5th Street
letting us
Baptist
use their
Church.
repeater tonight.
Cross Street, Sir
I
Victor
want to
Street
thank
at
everyone
Hunter
for
Street.
checking in,
On
and
tap
I'd
Channel
like to
3.
thank for
Time
everyone
out.
who did not check
1924.
in for standing by and letting us use the repeater for the net. With that, I'll say 7-3 to all. This is W4PKR, and the net is closed.
All right, not too bad. That was about just under 30 minutes. And that's not an Amtrak.
KL4UOR, KL4KAD.
Hello, Randy.
Hey, Scott, would you happen to be handing out Reese's peanut butter cups?
You guys.
Oh, I wish. That's my weakness. Man. We had Kit Kat bars and M&M, peanut M&Ms, Skittles, and there is a bag of candy I held back, and that is Baby Ruth. Those are one of my favorites.
You can mark the incident under control.
Yeah, roger that. Oh, yeah, if you had peanut butter cups, I was going to take a trip over there and bring my little goodie bag and act like a trick-or-treater. Yeah, Baby Ruths, they're good too, so I don't blame you for hanging on to those. I haven't had a trick-or-treater here. Of course, there's a lot of traffic on this road, but I bet it's been 10 years since I've seen any trick-or-treaters up and down this road. You're more in even though this is a neighborhood, you know, we have that, Michael's Road gets a lot of traffic with people cutting through from Three Chop to Perry, and yeah, you're in a more conducive neighborhood to trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, roger that. For the last 2 or 3 years, we haven't participated. We just kept the lights out, and I think we went out for dinner on Halloween. But this year, let's see, on our little block of 9 houses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess there are 6 of us that actually participated, and we've had a lot more kids than I expected. Some came by cars, though, from elsewhere, and a lot of them were middle schoolers, but they all dressed up, so I guess they're legit.
Yeah, roger that.
Good dog.
All right, well, have fun with it, and we'll catch up soon.
Did you see that dog in that fence over there?
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening. It is a beautiful night to be out. I mean, it's just perfect temperature. I'm just kind of sitting out here on the porch. We've had a lot of deer activity the last couple of days right here in the yard. And, in fact, I had one right here, right when the net kicked off. Sitting out here eating acorns in the front yard between the 2 oak trees. And, yeah, once the radio came on, it kind of spooked her, and she eased on out back towards the woods. But yeah, it's beautiful out here tonight. Over.
That's a long train with divided power.
Yeah, I had planned to have a little a fire pit in the driveway and hand out candy there, but it was just too windy. I mean, it's nice now, but yeah, our neighborhood, a lot of the families don't come up this far. This is sort of the upper West Briar, and I was surprised. We've had more folks than I thought we would. So yeah, but I can definitely understand why it would be tough for trick-or-treaters on Michael Road. And that's kind of crazy. That let's see. Part of the way it's Michael Road, and then I think part of it is Michael's with an S. Is that right?
Yeah, right there at the big turn. So if you come off of 3 Chops, coming down it, it's Michael. And then where it makes that hard left, headed back to Parham, it's Michael. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But anyways, took the Skywarn class last night over there at the Henrico Training Facility. Mark, MEF, was there, and Doug in for HDF. There was actually a couple other hams there as well, because he asked if anybody there were hams, the instructor. Quite a few people raised their hand, but, and Dan in for DOB, he was there. I actually sat with Dan. It was a really, really good class, and I couldn't remember whether you were taking it or said you were taking it or not, but I would recommend it for the future. It was pretty informative. It was definitely worth taking over.
Yeah, I do need to do that. So yeah, they do a good job of making them available, and various times, various places, including online. So there's really no excuse for not doing it. So I'm not even going to try to come up with one. I just haven't. KO4 UOR.
Yarn.
Okay, there's another station in there. Go ahead.
You think?
KO4, KAD, this is W4 PKR. Hey, Randy and Scott. I have a question about the script.
Go for it.
Okay, thanks. Is the April 4th, 2024 version of the script, does that have all the up-to-date times of the other MCOM nets?
That's a good question, and I think the answer is probably no. When I run the net, I think I use the script until we get to that part, and then I use the list that you created. Do you know if that one is up to date?
I honestly don't remember, because I don't remember when I sent it. And for some strange reason, I don't know what's going on. I don't have the script on either my Mac or my PC. The Mac had to be repaired, and I guess it wasn't backed up properly or something, because it ain't on there in any of the folders. And it's not on the HP the laptop that I have either. So, and I don't know also where that document is that you're referring to that had all the stuff on it. So, and actually, that's an illustration of the fact that right now I'm not very organized. So, anyway, yeah, so I don't know what the times are. I know one of them changed. I don't know if it was an hour earlier or an hour later, but I know one of them changed. This is W4 PKR.
Paper. Not black.
W4 BKR, K4KAD. Yes, I haven't gone back inside and pulled it up yet, but I believe that they are all correct with the exception of the Dinwiddie County area. On Tuesday night, I believe it says on the script that it is at 1900 hours, and they get moved to 2000 hours in months. I think that's the only one that needs to be corrected. If I find more, I will let you know though for sure.
Roger, that's what I remember. It was Dinwiddie County, and it was 8 p.m. instead of 7 p.m. So I'll print this up, the script that Scott sent me, thank you, and I'll make that correction by hand in probably red ink. Okay, guys, I'm going to fix me some chow. Wishing you both all good things, and that the goblins don't attack you tonight. So KO4KAD and KO4 UOR, this is W4PKR. I'll be clear on, well, not necessarily your finals, but I'll be clear. Good night.
The little scanner's about dead. Time to charge it.
4PKR, K4KAD. Alright, Jim. We will see you Sunday on Zoom. And don't eat all that chocolate tonight, because I think you'll probably feel pretty crappy tomorrow. 7-3, my friend.
Double, double, double.
But we both got to say 7-3 again. So, yeah, so what's it like being a deer hunter and having deer show up in your yard where they're safe from you?
He ain't safe in his yard. That's just too easy.
Well, right. You know, this thought does cross my mind every time I see one. I'm like, you know, I could take that with my bow, but no, try to play by the rules. Now, if I don't get anything during deer season, I might be a little upset, but yeah. Yeah, it's, I know there was a buck in the yard yesterday, and a pretty good size one too, 8-pointer. And yeah. It was first thing in the morning, about 6:15, and I was coming back from the kitchen through the front room of the house where the big picture windows are. And he was just standing out there, just plain as day, you know, gobbling up acorns and just, you know, having a good old time.
Engine 22.
Yeah, that's funny.
Vehicle accident.
Let's see. I don't know if I've seen a deer in my neighborhood. I know there are some, especially along the woods between the interstate and the neighborhood. But we have seen some that I think were from deer. And my next door neighbor has a very productive oak tree. So there's a lot of acorns just across the driveway as they come this way. So, yeah, I admire your willpower in not reaching for your bow. Just try to enjoy them, looking at them.
Yeah, roger that. I do. I absolutely do. And we're, you know, so there's a pretty good amount of woods all around here, as I'm sure you well know. And then all along the back of what is, I forget what it's called now, but the Koger Center. You know, all that runs into the Cheswick Park area, and that's all wooded back through there. So there's always been quite a few around here. With the acorns this year, especially the older guys, you know, even a lot older than me, said this was really going to be a good season, hunting season, because of the acorns. And so far, they seem like they're right, because I've seen a lot more already this year than I normally do. But yeah, I do. I enjoy watching them, and yeah, like I said, I try to play by the rules. I'm sure I will get one, hopefully more than one this season. Just a couple weeks away, I'll be out there for sure. Anyways, good talking to you, Scott, and I think I'm going to go in and turn on the HF radio for a little while and see how the bands are. So, care for UOR, care for KAD. 7-3.
All right, Randy, 7-3. Good DX. KO4UOR. Here, Monster.
Your dispatch tell you about picking up that crew there at the hotel E348 on. Okay, well, where are you at now? On my way to the hotel. Okay,
That sounds about like it then. Alright. Name's William. Whoa. Little shaky cam there. K4ARX, you've been watching American Radio X-Ray. This has been the Metro Richmond Aries Net and the Metropolitan Repeater Association here in Richmond. Halloween night. Glad we didn't discuss too much of that. Alright, next time.